attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, guys, I want to welcome you back to another KevCAM night class tonight. Tonight I got Mr. Steve Welsh helping us out with the questions and concerns and anything that pops up along the way.
Evening, gentlemen. A quick thank you from SolidCAM for the attendance tonight. We appreciate it for sure. Appreciate your business if you're customers, and would welcome a chance to talk to anybody that's sitting in to get a feel for the software. Hope you find the session tonight valuable and interesting. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So tonight we're actually going to be covering thread milling. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a session just because there's not a whole lot to talk about with thread milling. So kind of came up with everything I could to kind of show you guys every different scenario that you guys will kind of come across with thread milling. You know, thread milling with a boss sticking up, thread milling holes, different size holes, pipe taps. So so that's what we're going to be covering tonight, and tonight's sponsor is MCAD Cafe, and MCAD Cafe is the #1 online magazine manufacturer for manufacturing and CAD, so check them out at mcadcafe.com. And then with that being said, if you guys have any ideas, for those of you guys that are new, definitely shoot those over to me and for a night class, because these classes are solely dedicated to you guys. So shoot those ideas over to me via email, and we'll send you a hat and t-shirt, some SolidCAM swag. What I'll do here is I will put my email into the chat for you guys. And definitely you guys use that to your advantage. Email me any questions, concerns, anything like that. So
yeah, we'd really oh, go ahead, Kev, sorry.
No, I would just say it doesn't have to be related to the KevCAM night class. So.
Yeah, we'd really appreciate any kind of feedback. We will, again, want to make this as pertinent and valuable for everyone as we can. So.
Absolutely. And I also put the YouTube channel on there. So every night class that I do is all on the YouTube channel. There is some tips and tricks on there too that I've kind of added in there. So definitely come to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and then you guys will see all the updated videos. So if you are new to the channel here, come to the YouTube channel and just click on videos. Now, once you're at this video pane, some people didn't know about this, you can actually click the little search icon right here, and it's just going to search my channel. So if you guys are just looking for, drilling or, anything, just type it in here and it should pop up with the video pertaining to it. So definitely come here and check it out. And there's, I don't know how many videos in here now that they've added in here. So, and if there's a quick little video that you guys would like to see, definitely let me know too, and we'll make a quick little video for you guys just kind of explaining what's going on. So just to kind of help you guys out as much as we can. Like I said before, we're trying to be the absolute best support you guys will ever have. So, but all right. Well, with that being said, let's get rocking here with our part. So I just kind of came up with a part. We got some pipe tap with some through holes. We have some, standard taps right here. We have a pipe tap with a boss, and then some standard taps with a boss also. So what I did is I kind of went through and I just kind of rough cut everything out to size. So we have the holes already drilled there for you guys. So you guys don't have to waste time watching me just do some drilling holes and some eye machining on those pockets. So if you guys do have questions along the way, definitely let us know. And I forgot, for those of you guys that are new, everybody is on mute right now. So if you guys do have a question, the only reason we do mute is just to eliminate background noise. But if there is a question that you guys have, definitely there is a questions pane in the GoToWebinar. And as soon as you type it in there, you guys will answer it right away for you guys, or Steve will try to type it in there, and if he can't, he'll just tell me to shut my yapper, and we'll answer it for you guys right away. So
perfect.
Okay, so we'll get going right here. First thing to do is I'll do the 1/4-28 thread. So like I said before, you can come up and do your add milling and do your thread milling right there, or you guys can take advantage of the SolidCAM tab on the ribbon here and just click on thread milling. Now, when you guys go to pick your thread milling, it's just basically like picking a hole. That's all it's looking for, is just the center of the hole. So you guys can click on the inside surface. You guys can click on edge. You guys can come over here to your drop down and expand it right here, and you guys can come click on them right here. So just like the drilling op that we talked about before, several ways to pick your geometry, but I know I'm doing my quarter 28, so I'm just going to click on the hole there, and you'll see it pops a purple dot in the center for you, and that lets you know that you've gotten the geometry. So that kind of covers the geometry, and it doesn't matter if it's a boss or what, if it's sticking up or sitting down, just grab anything that's circular in there and it's just going to find that center point. Doesn't matter the size, anything. We're just looking for the center point, because when we actually go to specify the size of that thread mill or the size of that hole, it's actually done in the thread milling, the tool area. So what we'll do is we'll grab a thread mill. So what I'm going to do here is, you'll see I got a couple of drills and end mills already set up just for the previous operations, and I'm going to kind of go through the shaped ones that I've already created here, but we're going to start fresh just because I know thread milling is there's a little bit of confusion on how it works and stuff like that, so we'll just start it from scratch for you guys, and if there's anything that I'm missing, definitely let me know. So for doing a standard straight thread, we're just going to pick the straight thread mill. Now if you guys are doing a national pipe tap, then you're going to go to the tapered style. So we'll just click on straight one for right now. Now what you guys want to do is, you guys can put your own parameters in there, or we also have a drop down right here and we can click on it. So here's all the standard sizes in there. Now if you guys are doing metric, it will pop up with metric for you. So I'm going to scroll down, and you'll see the green is all the standard and the red is all the fine thread. So we're doing a quarter 28. So I'm just going to grab my quarter 28, hit OK. Now I got my tool in there. Now by telling it that information, it automatically populates my threads per inch. It's going to automatically populate my major and minor diameter for that thread mill. And I can modify, my cutting diameter here, per what tool you guys actually have. So, I mean, if we did a, let's just say 0.197, just kind of remembering back at my old job, what we had for a thread mill. I think we had 11 teeth. And as soon as I grab that 11, see how the thickness changes for my cutting length? So it's basically saying I have 11 flutes of cutting, or 11 teeth showing up on that thread mill for you, or here, 11 of these teeth right here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, we'll do an arbor 0.236, and that should be good for right now. Let's throw a holder on there, and use a quarter inch, and I'm going to suck it up in the holder just a little bit more here. I'll do 1.5.
Okay, Kev, if you had a standard or typical threads for a particular customer or company, you could set this up and put it into a template as well, correct? And
absolutely. Yep, absolutely. And what I'll do for the next tools that I actually kind of did up here is I'll actually bring them out of a library. So for those of you guys that are using SolidCAM, you guys should know that in the library that comes with the install, there is one that's called Master for Mild Steel and Master for Aluminum. You're actually going to find a lot of thread mills in the Master from Aluminum, just because it's a tool list that I used to use at my old job, and there's about 800 plus tools in each of those. Now they're not going to have exact feed rates, but they're going to be pretty close. They're the ones that I used to run, and like I said, some might be a little fast, some might be a little slow for you guys, and we're all machinists and we all like to do our own way. So I kind of went kind of the middle of the road for you guys for that feed rate. So all right, so now we got our tool, and we specified, we're doing a quarter 28 thread mill. We specified our threading length and all that stuff. Standard stuff right here, your upper level, lower level here, and it's already got my levels picked out. So upper level is actually a ½ inch below the part, and my thread depth is ½ inch. If I want to go a little bit extra, I can definitely take that and put that right here as a delta. Now the technology, where all the guts are. There's a lot of stuff in here that really makes thread milling a lot easier. So we'll just kind of start from the left side and then move her over to the right side. So what we can do over here is we can do an internal or external thread. So are we doing, a boss, which would be the external or internal? Now this major thread diameter right here is automatically going to populate from that tool that we picked with that drop down. So that number will automatically be in there. Now if there's one that's not in that list, you know, more of a custom thread for you guys, and then you guys, it's like I said, it's not going to be in that table, then what you'll have to do is you'll have to put your threads per inch, and then you'll have to manually type in the major thread diameter. So now if we're cutting right-hand threads, left-hand threads, do we want to start from the bottom and work our way up to the top, or do we want to start from the top and work our way down to the bottom? So we're going to pick that option. Now, in the roughing operation, roughing is just like any other roughing operation. We can put a wall offset in there of, you know, 5 thou. So now what we can also do here is we can also do a clear offset. So if you guys are getting a lot of material out there, or you need to take little fine cuts, what we can also do is do a clear offset of, let's just say 10 thou for right now. And I can set my variable. So I can set it so it's constantly stepping over 5 thou, or what I can do is do a variable. So what it's going to do is the first initial step over is going to be 50%, the next one is going to be 75%, and the one after that is going to be 100%. Or we can do just two variables where it's just doing 75% step over and then 100% step over, or you can do one variable, it's just doing that, maintains that full step over. So kind of neat. You guys can, you know, pick, and you guys can manually type in what you guys want here also. So real nice if you guys have a really small thread mill and you guys are, you know, harder material, set these variables up, and you know, it works really nice. So moving farther down here is the finishing. How many finishing passes do you want? Then also the starting angle. So maybe you guys want to start with your thread mill at 90 degrees, 45 degrees. You guys can put that angle in right there. All right, so in the link, your link section is always going to have your lead in, lead out, and basically it's going to be defaulted to start from center, and it's a great place to start since we're using a thread mill, so it's dropping straight in, working its way around, and then coming right back to the center and pulling straight up. So that's more important, not for the straight thread mills, but when you get into the tapered ones or kind of the custom ones, you know, it's kind of a skinny shank, and then it expands out, and we obviously don't want that to hit as it's coming out of the hole. So, okay, we'll do a save and calculate here. Yep, looks like I got too much of a clear offset in there. Let's do 5 here, and let's do a 1.
Software's looking out for you, Kevin.
Yeah, it's telling me I don't have enough room to wiggle my tool around for a clear offset here.
Mm-hmm. Better to figure that out up front.
Yeah, I drilled it pretty close to size, so yeah, we'll just turn it off for this one and we'll work on the next one. Okay, so you'll see what happens is we drop down and we went around and arced off. And we actually took it in a couple steps here, so let's just do a solid verify so we can see exactly what's going on here. All right, so step it through here. So it's taking its first initial cut and then the second initial cut and then doing the finish pass, and that's it. So we have our threads. So now the thing is with the thread milling is with the tool, you'll see that the tool is not actually showing the teeth. Which is fine. This is just for visualization only. And what I'll do is I'll show you at the end here on how to create the teeth in there for you guys. So if you guys really want to get down to the nitty gritty and you want to see actual threads cut in there, we can do that also. So
just takes a lot of computing power, right, Kev? That's why we don't do the threads normally.
Yep. Absolutely.
Hey, just one other, one other quick thing, Kev. Wouldn't you maybe probe that part before you got started?
Oh, yeah.
Just to get everything.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about probing here. Let's add that in real quick. Let's see, add probe, and we'll just do a Z hit. That looks good. Actually, no, I can't take a Z hit down there. I have to take a Z hit on the top of my stock. Didn't even catch that. All right, grab a probe real quick.
You'll never invite me back.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's save and calculate, And let's do the boss. Grab our geometry. And let's do a show real quick. XY. And definitely going way too deep here. Okay, so that should hit right on our stock. And we might get a little close there. Let's raise it up right there. See if we can calculate. Okay, so now I got my part probed up so we know where XYZ0 is here. Let's move this up to the top of our list. Okay, so now we got our probing. Know where our part is. Okay, so got our 1/4-20 hole right there. And I drilled that right to the size of what's on the drill chart in the machinist handbook. So now let's get over to the 3/8-16. So basically going to be kind of doing the same thing here. Thread milling. And just grab the center. Well, here, I grabbed the center of the circle last time, so I'll just grab this one this time. Got our 3/8-16. And we are going to create another new thread mill for you guys. So we'll do a new thread mill. And we'll grab a 3/8-16. There we go. And like I said, we can modify these numbers however you guys want. Obviously, I could have a little bit more teeth on there, but we'll just try it with 2 teeth on there. And so it's going to have to kind of go down in steps. So our levels are set. Technology, we're doing internal right hand. Now, it's always going to default for you guys to go from bottom to top. If you guys want it to default from top to bottom, you just create a simple template and then just save that as your default template. So anytime you open a new thread milling operation, that's already going to be set to top to bottom. I just forgot to do it right here. And then under link, we're going to do right from center, save and calculate here. And let's go ahead and do a simulation. And we'll slow it down a little bit here. Yeah, a little too fast. So we took it in quite a few steps there, and that's just because we have only 2 teeth cutting. Now, if we had that same tool, and let's say we had, 15 teeth cutting, now it's going to take it all in one cut. So it all depends on, the software knows, since you have so many teeth, how many cuts it needs to take to make that, make that actually happen for you guys. Now, if we wanted to, we could do, I cut that one kind of close too, we could do a clear offset of, see if it lets me here, of 5, and step over 1 thou. So now, if I zoom down in here, you'll see all my passes that are going around. So we got our first initial one right here and stepping over 1 thou all the way up to the wall. So it really takes nice light cuts for you if you need to, or I mean, we can make that a heavier cut by doing 2 thou. And now you'll see our spacing is a little bit different having that 2 thou in there. Or maybe you guys want to do the variable way. So it takes that first initial cut, it's going to be 50% of whatever that step over is, and the next one's going to be 75, and the next one is going to be 100% engaged in. So.
And Kev, what would be the differences? Just material, strength of the material, or?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these thread mills are pretty thin, not very strong. So you got to take nice light cuts for that to cut those threads in there. And it all depends on the diameter thread. The smaller the thread you go, you get into, a 440 thread. Definitely want to take its sweet old time working its way around in there, just because it's going to be such a small shank cutting inside there. So,
Kev, quick question: can you make it come back to center and just spiral all the way to the bottom?
Yep. So what we're going to do is that's going to be considered a single point thread mill. And we'll get to that real shortly. And what we'll actually do is it will do a spiral working all the way down to the bottom, just because it's a single point. Let me try it with this one. Let's go to our tool, select, and I'm going to switch that to see where am I at here. Number of teeth, switch it to 1. And let's just turn off some of this so we can see better. So now, since we have a single tooth, you'll see, well, here, let's just do a solid verify here. And you see it does a spiral down. Let me try HostCAD so you guys can see it a little bit better. And we'll do tool, turn off the holder. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that clear or not, but it is doing a nice spiral corkscrew, starting from the center, working its way out, and then it gets down to the bottom here, comes back to the center, and pulls straight through. So does that answer your question, George? Hopefully.
Good. Sure does.
Perfect.
Kevin, I had a question too. You know, just for my own knowledge, when would a single point thread mill be advantageous over multiple tooth?
Small little areas. More you get the single point thread mill more for your kind of oddball sizes. To actually purchase a thread mill for an oddball size is going to be quite expensive, versus a single point thread mill will cut any size thread, because the angle is always going to be the same for you. So
George, you beat me to the punch too. Yep, perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's where you can use those single points.
Cool.
All right, so now let's get into half 13 here, and hopefully it's not getting monotonous here, but we'll grab our half 13, build our tool real quick. Now, like I was telling you guys before, every one of you guys has this, as long as you guys are pointing to the right directory here. But if you go to import and see how I have master for, well, you guys have center drills, you guys have face mills, general, getting started, and there's master for, aluminum. If you guys go here, there's definitely thread mills. So if I'm just going to come up here, and you'll see I have, all these are all thread mills for you guys. So definitely come in there. If you guys don't want to draw one up, you guys can come and import them in. Or like Steve was talking about before, you can create a template, or you guys can just take all your thread mills, put it all in the library for you guys, so that way you don't have to, click every single time. So I'm kind of going the long way about this, just so you guys get more familiar on how to create a thread mill, how to put it in your tool library and whatnot. So, okay, so grab that new, and we're doing a half 13, hit OK. And we'll just put 6 teeth on there, green check mark. Levels are already set for me. And what I want to do from top to bottom, do an internal thread, save and calculate. We have our thread milling. So it's actually taken in 2 cuts just because I didn't have enough teeth right there. So simple, easy, guys. Simple to use. It is a little bit, the tool section does get a little on the scary side for some people, but if you just click your table, grab what you're looking for there. Now if you guys are doing a pipe tap, if you come in here and you go to grab the standard, you'll see we have all the pipe taps in there, the British pipe tap. And from my understanding is the British and the national are pretty much the same thing. But you have all your standard pipe taps right there. So real easy to use, and then it knows to go down at an angle. So, all right, we'll say no to that. We'll get out of here. Now, let's go ahead and do the half pipe tap. So we have our 1/2-inch NPT right here. So we'll do another thread mill, grab our geometry, grab our tool, and now we'll actually build that taper one. National pipe tap, and we are doing a half. Hit OK. We can modify these. The angle is the taper angle of the the pipe tap, so it already puts that angle in there for you guys. You guys can make this smaller, bigger, what you need there. You know, more teeth. We'll just take that for what we have right now. Levels are already set for you. We will do a top to bottom. I forgot to tell you, you guys have compensation right here. Now, when I was machining, I kind of noticed with SolidCAM is it does tend to cut just a hair on the small side. So if you guys make sure you guys, the comp is defaulted as turned on. So if you guys do a a half 13 thread and you put your thread gauge in there and it's a little tight, just open it up just a little bit with using your cutter comp. Okay, so save and calculate, and let's do a simulate here. Now, let's do a solid verify, and you'll see we're kind of doing a spiral cut all the way down to the bottom here. And it's actually, narrowing in as it goes down because with the pipe tap, it's tapered. So let me just do a top-down view here, and you can kind of get a better view. Let me get rid of my tool here. And you'll see that, we're starting right here and we're ending out, or sorry, we're starting right here and we're ending in here. So it takes into factor the taper of that thread mill that tapered pipe tap for you. So simple, easy as far as I can tell. So what we'll do is we'll get into the we'll do the quarter pipe tap right here, and I actually drew that tool up. So let's go ahead and add another thread operation. Grab that center point.
Kev, what about multiple starts and stuff like that? I know that comes up a lot when I'm talking to people about the software for thread milling.
If you were to start and stop kind of deal?
No, multiple starts on the threads, Maybe I'm asking the wrong question. I should probably just keep my mouth shut.
I'm just not sure what you're asking.
Multi-leads. Thank you, Clarence. Yes.
Oh, multiple leads?
Yes.
So like leading into the part?
Just where it would
start, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can skip the question.
No, you're good. Let me grab my, let's see, 3/4 pipe tap. Okay, so I'll address that real quick here, Steve, because I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
So right here, what I did is I created a shape tool. Now, for those of you guys that aren't sure on how to do a shape tool, definitely, I'm just going to bring this up because it's a question I get asked all the time. Shape. If I just type in shape, how to create a custom shape tool. 3-minute video. If you guys have any kind of custom tool at all, custom tool holder, come right here, watch this video. It will explain everything for you. So right here, I did do a shape. You can see I have a, basically showing, why can I not rotate? There it goes. Basically showing a exact single point thread mill of what's going on there. So this way we're actually going to be able to see the threads. And like I said, this is only for visualization only. It's not affecting the G code, anything like that. It's just so we can see actual threads being cut. So, and like I said, doing national pipe tap, we're doing that 3/4 14. It has our shape in there, green check mark. I want to start from the top to the bottom. Now, multiple start angles right here. So if I want to start at, it's 45 degrees versus starting at 0. Let's just do a save and calculate here. So right now, let me do a top-down view. So right now, we're starting at 45 degrees. So now if I wanted to start it at, 85, you'll see that it actually moved my start point. So is that what you're kind of asking there, Steve? Or
I think, yeah.
Clarence?
Yep.
Okay. So now, now that we actually accommodated for that single point thread mill, we should see actual threads being cut on the material if we do a solid verify. And like I said, this is only for visualization only, and I'm cutting way undersize. let's see, do an internal, got my, national pipe tap. What am I missing here? One. Oh, dang it, messed up my value here.
I threw you off your game.
He did. There we go. National pipe tap. 3/4. Ah.
I'm just hoping you don't invite me back.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do a fresh start here. Tool, select. And I'm going to go to our 3/4 pipe tap, 3/4, okay, technology, and we're going to go from top to bottom. Either that or I cut my whole way oversize. Let me verify here. Oh, we have something's not jiving with my single point here. Let's see. And looks good. Okay, guys, I obviously have my cutting diameter off for my pipe tap here. What's going on here? Shape. I'm missing something simple here. Ah, come on. Yeah, I got a bad value populated in there for
your hole, Kev?
Yeah. Let's do 1.5. Okay. Now we should start seeing threads. And it's a little tough to see, but if I pan it over on the side, you can actually see the threads being cut in there. I don't know if you guys can see that clear or not here. But you should be able to see the threads actually cut in the material there. So that's, I mean, like I said, with the shape tool and all that stuff, it's a lot of work, but the only thing it's really doing for you is just doing a visualization in your Solid Verify for you. So we'll do that with one other thread. If we go over here, we'll do the 1/8 national pipe tap. So do threading. This one better turn out. Or say I'm fired, guys, so.
KevCAM is quick cancel.
Okay, so you got pipe tap and 1/8 levels. Now my upper level is actually going to be top right here. And thread depth set to the bottom. All right, I got something going on here. Upper level. Okay. Technology, top to bottom. Has our thread diameter in there. Yeah, we have something. Oh, here, external. There we go.
Oh boy.
Nothing like being underneath the pressure. Okay, so you can see we actually got threads cut in there. It basically looks like a bolt sticking out right now. So, and that's, you know, accommodating for the taper of the pipe tap. It's accommodating for, you know, all the aspects of the thread mill, and that's just because we specified everything right inside your tool, picking the national pipe tap, saying we have, you know, 27 threads per inch and it's 1/4 inch NPT. So, okay, so now we can get to more of the standard. We can actually use that same thread mill for the 3/16 right here. So we can add a thread milling. Grab the center there. Tool, select, and see, this is the problem when you do it on the fly, is you forget to label stuff. So where is my thread mill for 3? There it is. Hit the green check mark. Tool levels, upper level is going to be 0 because we're at the top of the part. Thread depth 0.5 looks good. We'll go from the top to the bottom. Save and calculate. Oh, and we're doing external thread. So you'll see we got nice starting, you know, doing a spiral, working our way down. Let's do a solid verify for you guys here. And obviously I'm going a little too deep on my lead out, so I can just bump that up a little bit as it's arcing off. A real easy fix for you guys. And it's going to be the same thing. Actually, I'll just make a copy for the 1/2-13. I'll just grab my 1/2-13 here. There it is. Levels are all going to be the same. Doing external top to bottom. And I forgot to tilt the new geometry. And now, since we have a much larger cutting teeth, or more teeth, it's just doing it in 2 passes. So it arcs on, goes around, arcs off, and takes a second pass at the bottom. So let's take a peek at what we've done so far. Let's just do a machine sim here for you guys. Okay, so let's play it through here. Whoop, going a little fast here. So we probed our part, milling off to those center hubs using eye machining. It's like I speed it up and then it's going to get to the thread mill and it's be boop, all done.
Yeah, yeah. No, Kevin, Andy helped me out too, and I think what I was really meaning was multi-starts on the threads.
With multi-starts. Andy, can you give me like an example of when you'd use the multi-starts? Or anybody?
So I know I've had that come up, and Darren showed it in the software before too. We do offer that in the software, I do know.
Yeah. Darren showed it before, we definitely have it.
Yeah. Acme thread, Kevin, or double helix, possibly?
Okay, yep. Yes, we definitely do that.
Yeah, yep.
And see how thin that thread mill is? That's why we do the more passes in there. So that's finished product right there for you guys with the machine sim and everything. You know, you guys are asking about Acme threads. Let's open up operation here. So let's just add thread. So you have your table right here. So now if you click it over to user, you guys will get a whole slew of stuff in here. So, you know, every thread type you can think of. So American Acme, you can put your, your pitch or your threads per inch in there, and you can see we're running American Acme right now. And let's see, not that common. It's fasteners, but you definitely see it in ball screws. Yeah, so all any thread that's out there is in here for you guys. What you just do is you switch it over to the user, and then you have a much larger pull down. So if I switch it to table, right here, you'll see it grays out my threads per inch and all my pitch, or my pinches in inches, or my threads per inch, and I just get a smaller table right here. Or if I click it over to user, more of the custom, now I get every thread out there. So that can answer your question, Andy and George and Eric. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Is there any other questions or anything that comes up that you guys are curious about, or what you want to see with the thread mill? Like I said, I tried to think of everything I could, using pipe tap, standard tap, tapered, single point, multi-tooth. Is there anything else that you guys want to see, or you'll want to try to stump me on? And like I said, guys, definitely don't hesitate. If you guys, you guys get through the class here, and maybe you just want to rewatch on the YouTube channel, and if you guys run into a question, definitely shoot me guys an email. I got my email on me 24/7. Let me know. Like I said, we want to be, we started this 5-star support, so we're trying to be the absolute best support out there as possible.
And help you get the most investment or the most out of your software.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I love hearing the comments that, MasterCAM never did this for us and SurfCAM never did this for us. So if there is something else that you guys want to see other than the night class, let us know. I mean, this is driven by you guys and you guys only. So
cool.
Eric, you got to give me a good idea, and I will get you a cup and a T-shirt headed your way.
And a hat.
And a hat. So.
And they're not cheesy hats either. They're actually embroidered.
Yeah, embroidered.
Spent a little money on them.
Yep, embroidered nice hats. So Eric's going to be sending me an email in 2 seconds saying
I like
a
it.
suggestion. But no,
I like it.
Guys, like I said, anything at all, concerns, comments, if you like the class, you hate the class, just let me know. We're here to do whatever we can to make it best for you. So, and kind of like to end off the class is, if you guys like what you see, let your buddies know. We'll give you guys a $100 Visa gift card if they get in a demo, and you guys don't have to even bug them. You don't have to, even have to tell your buddy. You just give us a name and a phone number, and we'll do all the work for you, and you guys get the easy money out of it. So no strings attached or anything like that. So, and Steve, anything else you thinking to add?
Nope. Just to, again, thank everybody for the time. We hope you found it valuable. I'll wrap it up with the customers. We appreciate your business for sure, and anybody who might be looking in at the software, we'd love to get together with you and show you what we're about in more detail in the whole package. So.
Absolutely, guys. And like I said, this video will be posted up on the YouTube channel in a few hours. Just have to do some minor editing and get that up there. So any questions, concerns, if you guys want the part that I worked on tonight, shoot me an email and I will gladly send it over to you. The only thing that you guys won't have access to if you guys don't have it currently is the probe might be suppressed, and if you guys don't have machine sim, you won't be able to see the full machine sim either. But if that's something you want to see, let us know and we can get that working for you guys too. So, but like I said, thanks again for spending the night here learning. Hopefully you guys got something out of the class, and look forward to, next week we don't have a class just because of Thanksgiving and the holidays and stuff. So it will be after Thanksgiving, and it's my birthday, so I got to take my birthday night off. So
Easy. No dedication.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll look forward to seeing you guys in 2 weeks, and thanks again for your time. Have a great night, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye-bye.